Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Colin Davis. This is my informative speech on basketball courts. Growing up, all I wanted to play was basketball. Ever since my dad taught me how to shoot in the back of our old church parking lot on a goal that said Doritos in the background, I remember it vividly. I remember him teaching me how to arc my elbow and how to just form up toward the hoop. Something simple, something basic. It was therapeutic for me. It was a getaway from me and my dad, something me and my dad could do. It's a connection for us. I don't know if your connection's as strong with it, but it matters to me and to a lot of other people as well. So if you could open your minds up, you just kind of receive what I'm trying to get across. I used to drive around to people's homes in my neighborhood and play on their goals until I got my own. I'd go to random people's houses and play on their basketball goal. Because I didn't have a hoop and there was no court in my neighborhood. That was kind of my only option. It's been many kids' therapies growing up. Mine a lot, and a lot of my friends too. People I've made really strong connections with over the years, growing up playing on different basketball courts around Myrtle Beach, which is where I live. It helped keep them off the street, and sometimes it helped them focus on something else rather than a stressful life. Take them out of their normal schedule, give them something super simple, a ball and a hoop. What's a ball without a hoop? And what's a hoop without a court? A court's important. It's important for communities. Communities come together and watch many people, famous people, come down and play ball, and not famous people. It doesn't really matter who you are. It's a sense of community. It's a sense of togetherness, and it helps us all feel whole. And I feel like unity has been something that we haven't seen a lot in America lately. And this can't involve anything negative to that. It can only be positive. Friends of mine have played our whole lives, and it's always been a fallback option. There's so many positive aspects that it's hard to see any negatives with it. A court in every neighborhood. That's what I want. I mean, it seems far-fetched, but it's cheap. It's not an expensive option. And it's so much better than everything else. It's a chance for parents to get their kids out of the house. Because I know moms try to do that very hard, especially with all the virtual gaming and video games that's going on today. It's an opportunity for kids to be athletic and also to make connections with people that they'll have friends for their whole lives. Friends that I even still have, that are still there for me and I'm still there for them over basketball. Something that people just push away and they're like, it's just a sport. It's not just a sport for everybody. Allen Iverson, one of the greatest players to play the game, grew up involved in gang violence, and all he had was a court. He was supposed to go to jail for 15 years, and the life that he was living with the gang wasn't as much as basketball could bring him and did bring him. Zendarius Thornwell, who's now an NBA player and grew up in my state of South Carolina, grew up in a very poor community in Greenville and grew up playing on a fence post, a goal on a fence post, just to play the game. He should have had a court. John Wall grew up in a gang, and after his dad left at 9 and his brother went to jail for murder, all he had was ball, a basketball and a hoop. That's it. He had a court, somewhere to play. Jimmy Butler had a dad who abandoned him as an infant and a mom who kicked him out of the house at 13 years old. Jimmy Butler was homeless, and he still made a way with the basketball court. And what I'm really trying to convey today is I think it should be a community effort because people see the positives in this. NBA players see the positives in this, and even kids just growing up playing a sport. People need this. It's therapeutic, it's a connection, it's a community-driven thing. We need more courts, and I'm asking America as a whole to help with my dream and many other kids' dreams. Thank you.